I guess people emphasize strength and mobility. And I think that's a very superficial layer of health. There are some health issues that cannot be influenced by self-care techniques, and those relate to genetic issues or environmental poisoning, exposure to hazards or impact trauma. But aside from that, the majority of health issues arise from stress-related issues that upscale or downscale our autonomic nervous system, that part of us that makes decisions without our conscious awareness. And there is a texture and a body where that system lives, and it's in your fascia. And taking care of your fascia is primordial for your health and resolving those issues. Resolving low-grade inflammation in the body for, on the superficial level, joint pain, but also digestive system issues, hormonal issues, sleep issues, mental health issues, because low-grade inflammation will shift your chemical balance. It will trigger more stress hormones being released into your body. It will aggravate pain perception and generate pain perception. It will disturb your sleep. It will affect your digestive system. And of course, one of the basic self-care tools that we get from yoga or meditation is breathing, or any kind of movement. I actually feel like athletic or social sports, like any kind of ball playing, basketball. When I was young, we used to like play this kind of ball games. Coordination-based games. These are really important for your breath and regulating your autonomic nervous system. But ultimately, at a certain point, as you age and experience compression and gravity, you will have to start caring for your fascia at a material level, so at the texture level, not just at fluid exchange level. So breathing can only do so much. If you start to accumulate stress in the body, then your breathing shifts and it starts to respond to the stress you're experiencing. So improving the texture of your connective tissue is really important through compression and lengthening techniques. And then shifting out of compensations is really important, and that's neurofascial. You need to generate a bit of fluid flow in the body to release the lower back and the neck. So you need to start with hydration and then move towards strengthening and release. A lot of people go into strengthening and release, like mobility and strength workouts, before generating fluid, and I think that's a mistake. I think it's a slower process and you are constantly battling injuries and compensations and disbalances in your body. I don't know how many people understood what I said, but the more I see dance and movement as practiced by people like Fighting Monkey or people at the level of parts graduates, people like Sue Hitzman, who invented the mount method, the more I understand that vitality resides in the neurofascial system, and then, of course, within a socioeconomic context. Which is beyond movement, but it's very important for your movement and for your health and pain resolution. So for me, learning to warm up and cool down are primordial basic movement skills that have to relate back to cellular repair. Cellular repair. This affects your organs, and your organs affect your fascia, and your fascia affects your joints. We start only once we start hearing the muscular skeletal problems, and they're at the superficial level. They are an expression of cellular repair issues and fluidity issues in the body, and breath issues, which are nervous system issues, and they are a tangent of environmental purity and pollution, and these are social issues as much as personal. And then, of course, there is the genetic health issues that I don't know how those get solved, and I cannot support people at that level. But they are the minority of issues, as I mentioned from the start. In yoga, traditional yoga, we say there are a certain amount of samsaras that you cannot burn through the rigor of yoga practice. And I think what they're referring to is genetic issues, or things that happen from impact trauma that are beyond your control, or environmental pollution, but everything else, emotional issues, repetitive stress injury, these things you can solve with neurofascial technique. I think yoga can generate sensations of strength. I don't think yoga is the best to generate sensations of mobility. I don't know, for me, but maybe that's just me. And then social athletic experiences are really important. And having the capacity to move with others with freedom and ease in your body will change your life at the level of how you have breakfast, at the level of how you enjoy sleeping, waking up, kissing, drinking water, just the joyfulness of life in an embodied experience. Cellular repair, remember that. Cellular repair goes back to neurofascial self-care techniques. Cellular repair affects your organs. And the health of your organs as you age is very important. It affects the energy of your body.